This video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. It's light, sleek, and modern. It's designed for efficiency and easy organization. They have over 30 styles and colors to choose from if you can be a bit picky like me at times. Each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty, and it makes a perfect gift, especially with Father's Day coming up. And what a better way to treat a loved one than getting rid of that old dusty leather wallet. The Ridge really does make wallet organization and the usage of space so much easier. You'll never want to go back. Once you have the Ridge, it'll always be a perfect fit. Gifts for dads can be hard. Get 40% off today by going to ridge.com/honest. Pretty simple. Again, use the link ridge.com/honest for a discount. Link will be in the description. Now let's get into this video. The Illuminati is a term that has been around for centuries, but I'm not sure that it impacted popular culture in a bigger way than it did in the 2000s, where it seemed that any and every successful artist was accused of being a part of a cult or secret organization that basically acted as the powers that be and wanted to push dark and satanic imagery and ideals on the general public. That's kind of like the modern view of the Illuminati. While the Illuminati was a legit organization that started in the 1700s as a way to gain power over political systems, the modern version of what is believed to be the Illuminati is a bit more sensationalized with a ton of conspiracy theories. We're going to go over the rise of the Illuminati as it pertains to pop stars and some of the qualifications that had to take place for an artist to be accused of being a part of the Illuminati. Illuminati references in popular music have been around for quite some time. At first, it seemed to primarily come into play in hip-hop music. According to Complex, in the 90s, LL Cool J dropped a remix to his song I Shot Ya. And on that song, rapper Prodigy dropped a line about the Illuminati. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. And it opened up a trend for popular figures to reference the Illuminati in music. Tupac also dropped an album called Don Kill Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory, released 2 months after his death, which obviously is a breeding scenario for conspiracy theories. In 1996, Jay-Z, who was a flagship for the Illuminati conspiracy, referenced the Illuminati on his album Reasonable Doubt. From there on, it seemed to gradually spread throughout hip-hop and eventually over to pop stars, especially during the rise of the digital era and social media. It's hard to pinpoint exactly why this Illuminati phenomenon took off and reached the heights it did in the 2000s, but I think a major contribution to the fuel was imagery. Everyone from Jay-Z, Gaga, Rihanna, Kesha, Kanye West, Beyonce, and Katy Perry were accused of being a part of the Illuminati. Jay-Z, his artists, and colleagues commonly throw up the Rock Nation symbol, which resembles the all-seeing eye, which is printed on American money and believed to be a staple symbol for members of the Illuminati. As the conspiracies online grew, artists began to make reference to it in their art, which only fueled the rumors even more. I feel like there came a point in time where popular acts realized the amount of clicks and publicity they would get if they played around with the Illuminati conspiracy, because there were thousands of videos getting made about it, raking in millions of views. So it only made sense for them to capitalize on it. A prime example would be S&M by Rihanna, a video where she's taking shots at the media, and on one of the headlines is Princess of the Illuminati, given that title likely due to her connection with Jay-Z, but it's also clearly a shot at people claiming that she's a part of it. Now, Gaga had many wild videos and costumes, so the Illuminati conspiracy stuck to her like grits. But the Born This Way music video famously had her in a pyramid/triangle, which theorists believe to be symbolic of the all-seeing eye. And don't get me started on the Judas video and song. Taken from the Born This Way album, the cover art for Judas had a red cross, and the song and video were released around Easter. The music video entirely uses religious imagery. Sacrilege is nothing new in pop music, from Prince to Madonna. However, given Gaga's era, the Illuminati conspiracies were inevitable. Nicki Minaj also got a ton of Illuminati allegations due to her very out there persona and alter egos. An unforgettable moment would be her 2012 Grammys performance, where Nicki gets an exorcism using Catholic imagery. It remains a divisive and controversial performance. Kesha was probably the most obvious with her Illuminati baiting, with her video for Die Young, where she legitimately plays a cult leader and there's various triangles. Of course, we can't forget the Queen Bee and her infamous Super Bowl blackout, and her throwing up Jay-Z's Rock Nation sign. It's an incident that would be held over Beyonce's head for quite some time, with many people claiming it was a ritual of sorts. But Beyonce allegedly being a part of the Illuminati long predates that. I remember during her Sasha Fierce era, it was expansive. She would explain the power of having an alter ego and performing, which many claimed was actually her getting possessed by a demon. And then of course we have Miss Katy Perry with the Prism album in 2013. Obviously the prism also has a shape reminiscent of the all-seeing eye, but it was the Dark Horse music video that was really the tipping point. The video was based in ancient Egypt and portrays Katy as an all-powerful queen. It features imagery of Horus, who is an ancient Egyptian god and who is tied back to the Illuminati, and other stars like Kanye West have also sported Horus imagery. I think another interesting fact to mention is I also remember Dr. Luke, the famous producer toying around with the Illuminati references back in the day. I actually remember him having it in his bio. It allegedly says something like, "If you want to join the Illuminati, contact me," or something of that nature. And he was one of the main producers of Kesha, Katy Perry, and various others. So it wouldn't surprise me if some acts collectively decided they were just going to play this whole thing up for publicity. Madonna is the only artist of her stature to actually release a song titled Illuminati. And considering Madonna's knack for controversy, it doesn't surprise me that she jumped at the chance to capitalize on the Illuminati phenomenon. The song is also co-written by Kanye West and Travis Scott. She actually addressed the skeptics and theorists in the song saying, "It's not Jay-Z and Beyonce, it's not Nicki or Lil Wayne, it's not Oprah and Obama, the Pope or Rihanna, Queen Elizabeth or Kanye, not pentagrams or witchcraft, it's not triangles or stacks of cash, Black Magic or Gaga, Gucci or Prada, riding on the golden calf, the all-seeing eye is watching tonight, that's what it is, truth and light, the all-seeing eye is watching tonight, nothing to hide, secrets inside, it's like everybody in this party shining like Illuminati." She then goes on to say, "It's the Enlightenment that started it all, the founding fathers wrote it down on the wall, and now the media is misleading us all, to right and to wrong. It's time to dance and turn the dark into something." It honestly is just a provocative party song, but given Madonna is the best-selling female artist of all time, it's interesting to hear the perspective of someone that's so massive and surely knows a ton about the industry. Of course, there's a million other incidents, but I sought to point out some of the most memorable and direct examples. I think the funniest and most absurd Illuminati conspiracy theory is the one where songs would go viral because they were played backwards and people would make up words out of gibberish. It just wasn't a sustainable way to get a message across. Aside from imagery and music videos, there was a lot of fashion that celebrities wore centered around the Illuminati phenomenon as well. Coincidental or not, the persistence of screaming Illuminati every single time an artist released a song or video seemed to die down around the same time Beyonce directly addressed it in 2016. She got tired of people attributing her success to this organization, and so she let it be heard on Formation in 2016, opening up the song by saying, "Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess." A few years prior, Jay-Z took a similar stance in one of his songs saying, "Conspiracy theorists screaming Illuminati, they can't believe this much skill is in the human body." Now that's a bar. While conspiracy theories are everlasting, the Illuminati conspiracy and phenomenon did seem to largely fade by the late 2010s. I think people realized that it's fun to speculate, but it's also just kind of corny now. And by the mid-2010s, popular music had also embraced darker and moodier soundscapes and aesthetics, so I think it just kind of wore off as well, which some might think is a conspiracy within itself. Personally, I don't really associate the 2000s and 2010s Illuminati craze with the extremes of the conspiracy theorists. I just view it as a super fun, sloppy, party-centric era of popular music. It was such a carefree time period. It felt like the only morally negative thing associated with the big party anthems of that time period was the assumption that you could potentially play a song backwards and have it sing something evil. Otherwise, it just seemed like everyone wanted to party and wear crazy costumes.